If you love someone, let them suffer. I'm going to say it again. If you love someone, let them suffer. Do you know why? Because the pain is going to teach them, not you. A lot of time we tend to want to protect, want to keep safe the people that we love. Right? No, I'm going to protect you. I'm going to avoid you from suffering. I'm going to avoid for you from struggling, from you facing challenges. I'm going to keep you safe so you don't cry, so you don't suffer, so you don't struggle. Let them suffer. You trying to keep somebody safe, you avoiding somebody from feeling pain, you are not helping the person, you are not doing the person a favor. Let the person suffer. I get it. Sometimes when we love someone, we want the best for them, right? So we're going to advise them, we're going to tell them what to do, what not to do. However, we must detach ourselves from the decision each individual decide to take from their lives. I'm going to say it again. We must detach. We must remove ourselves from the decisions the people that we love take on their own life. Right? Because no matter how much you're going to advise somebody about something, if the person wants to do it, let the person go and do it. So from that person's experience, that person is going to decide if it's good or if it's bad for him or for her. If the person wants to do it or not wants to do it. Because there is not better teacher than experience. There is not a better teacher than experience. Allow people to go and find out by themselves. And because this idea that pain is something we should avoid, something we should ignore, something we shouldn't experience, is not helping nobody in this society. So because people grow being afraid of pain, being afraid of suffering, that's why people are in the same place. They are not growing, they are not evolving, they are not achieving or success, or they are not making changes in their life. Because they avoid pain at all costs. They avoid suffering at all costs. But that's not how it works. Pain is going to teach you more than people. Pain is going to teach you more than any book you can read. Pain is going to teach you more than your parents, more than your brother, your sisters, more than your boyfriend or girlfriend. Pain is going to teach you more than any guru you can follow on the internet. Pain will teach you more than anybody you can listen to. Let your loved ones suffer, right? Because even though those people, right, they are part of our life. However, even if somebody is your loved one, and this is your life, this is his or her life, right? You guys are connected because you love the person. However, this person has his or her life individually, and you have your life individually. The same way you have learned certain things from your own experience, that's how you should allow people to live their own life, and from their own experiences, their own choices, deal with their life. Because if you decide for somebody all the time, that person is not thinking for himself or herself. That person is not doing what he wants to do or what she wants to do. Because you always, no, do what I'm asking you to do. Do as I said, do. The person is not learning. The person is not going to grow. The person is not going to evolve because the person can't even decide for himself or herself. Allow people to think for themselves. Allow people to choose what they want to do and let them deal with the consequences. Let them deal with the consequences. Me, no matter how much I love somebody, the least I can do is give the person an advice. But I'm still going to let the person decide for himself or herself. Because I understand that me, the things I know, the things I choose to do or not do are based on my choices, are based on my experience. So I had to allow other people to have their own experience. I had to allow them to go through their own things. Because with their own suffering, with their own pain, they're going to discover who they truly are, and they're going to discover what they want in life. But if you are here trying to protect your loved ones by keeping them safe, you don't want them to suffer, to struggle, to go through challenges, when are they going to grow? If you are always doing for your loved ones what they are supposed to do for themselves, when are they going to think for themselves? When are they going to be able to live their life without you? Because if you are always doing something for them, right? You're keeping them safe, you're trying to protect them, you're trying to keep them good, right? Whenever you're not going to be around, what that person is going to do? That person is going to be lost. That person is going to feel weak. That person is going to feel useless. That person is going to feel powerless. Why? Because you used to be the one doing everything for that person. And since you are not there, The person feel lost, the person feel weak, the person feel powerless, the person feel useless. However, if you are in that person's life, but you still let the person go to the experiences, you let the person decide for himself or herself, you let the person think, you let the person go based on his or her own choices and not you, the person can be able to continue the life with you or without you. This idea of protecting people by keeping them safe, by not hurting them, you are not doing them a favor. Stop avoiding people from suffering. Stop it. For example, a child, right? An example. If you imagine this is a water and it's really hot, right? And I put it here, and I tell the child, don't touch the water, it's hot. Okay, and I go mind my business. And then the child comes and touch the water and the child get burned. That child is going to learn the meaning of hot, the meaning of don't touch by his or her own experience more than by what I say. Because I tell the kid, do not touch it. It's hot. I give the kid the advice. But the kid, since the kid is allowed to find out on his own, and because the kid doesn't know what is hot, what is cold, unless he or she experience, the kid went and touched the water bottle. From that day, the kid will know that if it's hot, I don't have to touch it. But how did the kid learn it? From his or her own experience. Not from me keeping him safe. Not from me advising him. But the kid learned from his, her own experience. And the kid is going to learn to think and to act based on what he chooses to do, not based on what I choose to do. And that's why other people walk in life just living the life other people have created for them. Oh no, my parents, oh my friends, the government, religion, politicians, the book, my school system. You have people who cannot think for themselves, people who cannot behave from themselves, people who cannot make decisions on their own because they feel that they need somebody. Why? Because they grow in an atmosphere where people are trying to protect them, keep them safe. Allow people to suffer. The pain will teach them, not you. Because think about it too. You have went through tremendous amount of pain, for example, in the past, with the present. And with that pain, you have learned certain things, correct? So why would you stop somebody else from suffering? Why would you? If somebody has to go through something to learn a lesson, let the person go and do it. That's how somebody evolves individually, and that's how somebody grows individually without you. Oh no, don't do that. Oh no, no. Let them suffer. Let pain will teach them, not you. And because another example is, think about it. I'm going to say it again. If you are always doing for people what they are supposed to do for themselves, you are not helping them. You are keeping them weak. Exactly. You are keeping them weak. Allow them to go through the process. Allow them to do it by themselves so they can learn from their own experience and not from you. Because if they learn from you, it's like they're going to see the world the way you see it. But nobody has to see the world the way you see it. Everybody is allowed to think, to behave, to act different. Me, I have my words of, I have my belief system. I have my opinions about things in life. I have my beliefs. I have my view about the world, about politician, about religion, about food, about all of that. But I don't put my beliefs onto nobody. I don't force nobody to believe what I believe. Because if you are obligating people to believe what you believe, you are trying to control them. Exactly. Yeah. If somebody is in your life pushing you, forcing you to believe something, that person is trying to manipulate you. What I do, I share with you my point of view. I share with you my belief. I share with you my opinion. But I allow you to question and allow you to think for yourself. A lot of people walk in life, they don't think for themselves. They think how the government, how the boyfriend, girlfriend, how the family, how the siblings, how the exes, how the religion want them to think. Learn to think for yourself. No matter what anybody can tell you, question things. Question things. You have a mind, and you are the one running your mind. Nobody else is in charge of your mind. Nobody else is controlling you but you. So allow yourself to think for yourself. Allow yourself to behave from yourself. And I'm going to say it again. Stop trying to protect your loved one by keeping them safe. Allow them to learn on their own. Allow them to choose something and go with that experience. And with that experience, they deciding what they want to do. Yes, you can advise. Yes, you can be in the road with a person. But it's on the person to walk the walk. Because no matter if you and I are connected, or if we are family, or if we are dating, or if we are friends, no matter what relationship we have going on, my life is individual, your life is individual. My path, my timing is individual. Your path, your timing is individual. Yes, we can walk. However, even though we are walking together, my road is not the same as your road. My road might be going like this, and yours might be going like this. My road might be going like this, and you might be going like this. Why? Because we are different. And since we are different, each one of us is going to reach their destination by being true to themselves and by being themselves and thinking for themselves. Not by him or her thinking what I want him to think or behaving how I want him to behave. No. You have your own path. You have your own timing. Which means you are allowed to think, to behave differently. And that there are certain things you have to learn in life. And that you are not going to learn them unless you experience them or unless you are being exposed to it. That's nothing that you're not going to learn from watching somebody or from reading somebody's book or doing something. No. You're going to learn it from experience. There is not a better teacher than experience. Stop trying to keep people safe. Stop trying to protect. No, I don't want you to suffer. I don't want you to struggle. What you can do is teach them. Teach them how to deal with adversity. Teach them how to deal with challenges. Teach them how to deal with something goes wrong. Teach them how to deal with failure, with mistake, with pain. Teach them how to deal with it, not how to avoid it. Be like, hey, in life, you're going to fail. You're going to make a mistake. But guess what? You can see your mistakes, your failures as feedback and not as punishment. That's you teaching them how they can deal with it. But you are not avoiding them and you are not stopping them from them experiencing or them making their own mistakes. Do not avoid people suffering. Teach them how to deal with suffering. Teach them how to deal with pain. Teach them to see pain as something that can build character, something that can teach you, something that can empower you, something that can make you be healthier, wiser, stronger, because pain is necessary, right? For example, the diamond. I don't know if that's the process of the diamond, but I don't know if it's to make gold, right? In order for you to have gold, do you know the process of melting gold? Do you know the amount of how hard that is? But because the hard thing, the challenges, right? Those things build character. There is nobody, there is no one in the world that has, for example, let's say, created something huge or achieved massive success or impacted people's life without suffering. No one. So if you are out here avoiding pain, you don't want to suffer, you don't want to cry, you don't want to be in pain, you don't want to make a mistake, you don't want to fail, you don't want to go through challenges, you are not living. And if there is somebody in your life trying to keep you safe, trying to protect you, instead of that person allowing you to walk your own path, allowing you to learn from your own experience, that person is not doing you a favor. Again, let them suffer. You can teach them, you can advise them, but it's on them to go live their life. It's on them to experience it. Again, let them suffer. If you love someone, let them suffer. The pain will teach them, not you.